Okay, good evening, everyone. So today we are talking about phonetics again. And before we go on with the vowels, now we discussed the last 2 weeks about phonetics. So we phonetic is the study of speech sound and their physical properties, the way they are received and decoded by the brain and the way they are produced. We discussed already about articulatory phonetics, that is the study of production of speech sounds. And then we also identify the apparatus of speech, and we already described the picture, nasal cavity, and then the oral cavity here. You see the parts that of the body that contribute to the production of sound. And there is the part of the mouth cavity that you know, that is lips, teeth, and alveolar ridge, soft plate, uvula tongue, and the very important one is the vocal cords, larynx. You identify already what is voiced and voiceless sounds, and also um, you see this is the segmentations of sounds based on the manner of articulation on the left side. And there is stop, fricative, affricate, nasal, literal, and retroflex. And this is the place of articulation, starting from the bilabial, labiodental, dental, ephemeral, flatal, velar, and labiovelar, and glottal. And this is the sound. And so the way you see it is P and B, or B, B. It's bilabial, stop. D is voiced, and P is voiceless. Okay, so this is the way. And the sound of and the is dental and fricative, voiceless, and voiced. Okay, and next we discuss about consonant. Consonant is produced and deposed from larynx. Either voiced or voiceless are impeded by a part of vocal tract. So the airstream can be immediately blocked by the momentary closure of the glottis, followed by the sudden opening. So consonants. And vowels is a sound that produced with no closure or obstructions of this airstream. So we discuss about the place of articulations and manner of articulation. There are two important things that you have to know. That is the manner of articulation and the place of articulation. And now we discuss about um, sounds of vowels. And this table 2.2, example of how each consonant symbols of phonetic alphabet is pronounced. Some example can be pronounced in more than one way. You can see like that. This one, P. What's this? You see the sounds of P here. Or we say that pat, spat, apply, lap, hiccup, hiccup, and so we focus on the sound, not on the writing system or phonetic alphabet. And P can be like it's like this one, G and H. And B can be at the front, they say bat, and it's in the middle, table, bubble, and lab. So this is the way they can appear, and it's pronounced a bit different. Like for example, like mat and occur at the beginning of the word, and came, and comma, and lamb. So they, there's some modification of sounds occur because of the environment. So see like theme, ether, Matthew, teeth, and this is that, either, and teeth. Okay, and anger, think, wrong. This okay. And now we go, there are some sounds that are not used in English. So for example, like the uh, sound represent Portuguese X is pronounced as rasp, as letter J in the Spanish word vaya, bacha, or bite in German. X is also used in non-European languages in Zeno, Kumaz, a Native American language in California, uses this word. Shush, that mean the meaning is peace, and taksama, X is voiceless. And Q represent the voice uvular stop. There are no uvular stop in sounds in English. So you also can identify some sounds that not appear in Arabic or some in Minang language or other languages. So I mean here, it's not all sounds that you already identify from the consonants. Not all English have this consonants, and this is the English consonants. So any languages, maybe they have many variations of sound in this place of articulation, and it is possible not all of the sounds appear in one language. Okay, now we discuss about uh, vowels. Okay. Okay. The nature of vowels. The articulation of vowels is more difficult to describe because unlike consonant, vowels involve no obstructions of the air streams. Remember, the place of articulation is where the obstructions occur. So, yeah, when you say bilabial or bilabial, it's the obstructions is on the lips. But vowel has no obstructions, so the way we uh, describe the uh, segmentations of vowels on the by the way the airs uh, streams from the lung from the throat. For example, there are two kinds of vowels in that come up from the uh, orals and also from nasals. So we divide vowels into oral vowels and nasalized vowels. Oral vowels occurs when the velum is raised, cutting off the entry of the enstrum into the nasal cavity. And nasalized vowels are created when the velum is lower, permitting the A string. You can see the examples of uh, like hat, ham, a, in ham employ the nasal cavity in its productions. So it's mean that the sound of air, the airflow out from the nasal cavity, and like the sit and sim is different. One is oral and one is nasal. So the air when the volume is modified, then the airflow can be divided from nasal only or from valve. For example, like the hem, because you closed your your mouth at the end, hem, so the air will flow through the nasal cavity. And and this is some example of how vowels symbol of an alphabet and phonetic alphabet. For example, like there are two kinds of vowels, monophthongs and diphthongs. Okay, let's see. Okay. The segmentations of vowels can be three-part. The occurrence of the stress, and the stress is at the front and central and back part of the tongue used. At the front, the sound is like E, 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 I, ow, e, and there are many. And there is a back sound like ooh. Okay, this rounded. So when you pronounce this sound, your mouth will be rounded at the front, like ooh. Okay, I, ah, oh, oh. This is all sound. So there are two kinds of them. The tense vowel that produces more tensions and more constrictions of the vocal tract than the relaxed vowels. They are usually of longer duration. So tense vowel is like, uh, see here, tense vowels, there's tensions, like for example, like the E, A, U, these are tense vowel, and there are some lax vowel, and all of it lax. And for example, like ah, it's lax, no tension. Okay, when the vowel sounds has no tension, that's become categorized as lax vowels. And there is also the vowel called schwa, like is lax and is characterized by the briefer duration than any other English vowel, like For example, schwa in merah and merah, merah, and merah, mereka. So this is the schwa sound. So the schwa is like uh, a, yeah. Not a but and not a but And there is also example of Regis vowels. Regis vowels are not stressed because they are produced with a weak airflow. Okay. Let's see this one. This is a high E, so your tongue will be go higher up here. And with the R, become back. And the back ooh, because you need to stress the sound at the back side of your mouth cavity. Oh, sorry, oral cavity, for example. Okay, so you see that the dynamic of forward production, the dynamics means It's your tongue can be here, and the mouth cavity the open can be open and half open, and this is almost closed. So the dynamic is changing of the flow of the air because of modifications of the tongue. Okay, so you can see here the sound in using languages like part of the tongue, central, lax, and the tongue high can be high, mid, and low. So discussing about the segmentations of vowels, you can say like E, the front and high, central and high, back and high, like ooh, like, and this is like central and mid, like the schwa, so remember, mid and central, and like O, it's the back and lower. So you see that there is lax to the front and tense. Okay, and there is like well, you know, there are many diphthongs in English, like the way I and ow and oi, like choi, how. So you say how, fight, fight, fight. So I and ow and oi, it's diphthongs. Because diphthong is a double vowel sound that begins with one vowel sound and then gradually moves into another vowel sound, so like. Okay, so remember that it's a monophthong and diphthong. Mono one, diphthong two. Yeah, D two, mono one, single vowel sound. One thong. Thong is sound. Yeah, thong, thong is sound. Okay. Okay, so that is the way that we also see like syllabic and syllables and syllabic consonant. Although most adult speakers can easily determine how many syllables there are in most words, linguists have had a hard time defining exactly what a syllable is. In general, a syllable consists of a nucleus or peak. So this is the key, peak. It can carry such information as stress, loudness, pitch. Yes, stress, loudness, pitch, an element associated with necklace. Necklace, you know that, right? Usually, a syllable includes a vowel, monophthong or diphthong, but in some instances, a consonant can act as syllable by itself or as a nucleus for a syllable. In English, liquid and nasal sound can sometimes act as syllables or the nucleus of syllables. And when they do, they are called syllabic consonant. When IL, R, M, and N act as syllabic consonant, they are written with the diacritical mark shown as small linear under the symbol like O, N, N, or with a reduced vowel called schwa as M, A, and R. Example words that can be pronounced with this syllabic consonants are hassles, hassles. So you see that? Like hassles. So it's like one syllabic. Like broader, 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 bro, see? Like one syllabic. Hassle, hassle, broader, possum, 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 sun, sun. Most languages do not have syllabic consonants. So you know the term of syllabic consonant, a nasal or liquid consonant that can take a the place of vowel as nucleus of a syllable in certain words. Okay, and there is another one that you have to know. It's a phonetic environment. The description of the sound we have discussed is highly idealized. The production of each sound will be affected by the adjacent sounds. Consider the k in the word key and the call. The e in the key is high front vowel. The tongue will begin with the positive positions while the speaker is still producing k, key, key. You can feel it when you pronounce it. Key, key. And O is produced low in the back of all the oral cavity. The speaker tongue moves toward this position while producing K sound like in call. Consequently, the closer involved in the K with its stop is further forward the prediction of K, the followed by Ki, then the followed by O. Ki, Ko, Ko, Ki, Ko. Different, right? So there are suprasegmental sounds, and the preceding section we define sound in terms of the criteria listed in table 2.1. This one, right here. It's 2.1. Sorry. Sorry. Okay. um, the criteria allow us to produce phonetic alphabet of speech sound. Its symbols in the alphabet represent a phonetic segment or a phone. But acoustic and phonetic unit or string of phonetics unit also can be altered in terms of fundamental frequency and durations. So see like stress, speed and length. In Arabic they have like long and short sound, but it is there is a short a r and long r. So yeah. And there is also the International Phonetic Alphabet that I already introduced you last 2 weeks, and have the sound like. And another sec suprasegmentals is see like frequency is the rate with the focal folds vibrate the frequency, and the next one is pitch. Pitch is the perceptions of fundamental frequency of on a scale from high to low. So pitch is low or high. And you can see say here, his name is Harry. Harry. His name is 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 Harry. You see, like there's like from high to low and then go high. That's right. And there is like his name is Harry. His name is Harry. His name is Harry. So overall pitch or an utterance called intonation contour. So you say intonations, and there's also like uh, the definition of intonations contour is overall pitch of utterances, sometimes represented by the line drawn over the utterance that traces the change in the pitch, like this one. So there is intonation. So intonation is suprasegmental. And there is a tone. Tone is specific change of pitch that functions in tonal languages to distinguish words that are made up the same segments. Tonal language is like Chinese, like the tones create the difference of the meaning of the sounds. For example, like Chinese here, Mandarin, Chinese, Thai, Zulu, Navajo. Tone is specific speech or specific words like my mother, my hands. Yeah? So this is a tone, flat and down, up and down, down, flat, up, then down, and final up. So the tonal. And the next one is durations. The phoneme is how long it lasts. For example, like Arabic, yeah? They have like long durations. So the length of a sound is its duration. It can be very brief sound or complete, comparatively long sound, like need and need and need and need. So the tone. So where the one E, very simple E, short, and long E like a need. Need, need is the very short. Okay. And there is also stress. Stress means to make emphatic or more prominent. So we make stress something. So the sounds, the symbols can be like this one. Okay. Let's see that stress. The table 2.4 example of changes in stress with accompanying the change in meaning. So the change in stress and change in meaning. These are words in English that uh, when the stress changes, the meaning also different. Like conflict, noun, person found guilty. Convict is the stress in here, but in conflict, the stress is here. See, like content, like and content, content. So be careful in pronouncing some English words that have stress to differentiate the meaning. Okay, like content, the stress is at the first syllable, and content is the second at the second syllable. Digest and digest. Okay, so they're the same alphabet, but the stress is different. Like suspect, record, record, invalid, invalid. Okay, rebel, rebel, rebel. Okay, and there's also the term of connected speech. Speech is usually continuous and we can generally process between 10 and 20 speech sounds per second, okay? 10 and 20 speech sounds per second. When we talk We produce a stream of speech that is listener segments into meaningful units such as words based on the listener's linguistic competence in the language. Also, we produce speech sounds. They are blurred and packed together, but they are blurred in such a way that we perceive that we are hearing more distinct sounds than are actually being produced. In this section, we discuss how the native speaker of language determine where words boundary are located. We also discuss how the speaker packages and utterance by adding or deleting combining sounds that make connected speech different than its. So at the elementary school career, you probably hear the spelling test. Perhaps one of the you teacher elementary school with the words such as dog, big, house, good, toy, and so on. You then wrote those words on a piece of paper. Later, when you use those words in a written sentences, you put a space between them. Okay. Yet, when you spoke this word, you generally did not put the space or pause in a sentence. For example, like Mohawk utterance. Yako na yo luka wa keyak. Could you guess where one word ends another start? This trick question because Mohawk's utterance is only one word. One way, when people say like fill a grain bucket, fill a grain bucket, not fill a grain bucket. So this is what we call the connected speech. So for in Indonesia or in Minang, you can say, "Hey, Maro, Maro, Tamato, Maro, oh, Ngalu," something like that. They're connected. But actually, you know, as native speakers, you know where to cut that. Okay. An example of yeah, you can read this. The juncture is a real or perceived pause within a series of phonemes. Graded, graded. Like say graded. You say graded, or you can say graded or grade eight. Grade eight. See? And this is the problem with listening later. Oh, you can identify um the stop over the boundaries. For example, when people say graded or grade eight, okay, you see this like graded, 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 and grade eight. Okay, see they can be the boundaries is different, so the words different. Like electric, 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 electric. It's lit, it's lit, it's lit, it's lit. Okay, so it is important for you to know that. Okay, I think that's all for today. Thank you very much. If you have a question, you can read the book or you can put questions under the videos. Thank you.